thought I saw a pussycat. I did saw a pussycat. A pretty little pussycat.
Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Fish Grease. Just a real quick hitter, a little PSA for you guys. This message is for the male Nifnons out there. Where do I start? Okay. So our esteemed brother, the Mad Titan Valdez, held a hangout, which was rather entertaining, might I add, where an individual came to talk and or debate. And they were talking about ways in which to address community issues, etc., etc. And one of this individual's solutions was to basically police women's sexuality, which I then dubbed the Puddy Tat Corporation. You can't police people's sexuality. Okay, just to give you a bit of context, it was stated in a way that was like, okay, we want the women to have children by certain men or not have children by certain men. And there needs to be some sort of regulation or some sort of organizing whereby this could be done. This could be policed. And Brother Valdez and Brother Cerulean Gray were trying to tell this individual that the way in which that happens is not by regulating the women like almost like a putty tat police, but by changing what is the norm in the community, in the society, changing what is normal behavior, and then the women themselves will police each other to keep up the standard. So if the standard becomes that certain women are shamed, because this actually used to be the standard, you were shamed to have a child out of wedlock, have a child with some maybe unscrupulous man or what have you. You know, the women in the community did not treat you very well. You were shamed. You were sometimes even exiled. We even did this with teen pregnancy. I was growing up right when that changed, because when I was a teen, we were still there was a rise in teen pregnancy, but most of us were still old school. Our mothers didn't just accept that and want us doing that. So the women will police each other under the correct circumstances. And so we laughed in the chat room. Me and the other ladies laughed about this. The policing of our of the Puddy Tat police. And here's why it's funny. Because here on YouTube, there is an obvious divide. And the obvious divide is that there are men and then there are Nifnons in the black manosphere. And the men consist of the men consist of BGS Immore, Angry Man, Cerulean Gray. Those are just the three big that have channels. And then we have the other brothers who come along. We have Brother Faulkner. We have this is I'm sorry. This is sort of hilarious to me. I'm trying to I'm not doing a very good job of holding it in. I'm trying to do this with a straight face and it's not working. Okay. Um okay, holding it together. We have like brothers like brother DeAndre, who is recently uh, come around, a recent addition. And of course, there are women in this camp, okay? Women like myself, of course, the esteemed Char Willie, we have Ming, we have Cats, okay, so we have women here, right? And the Nifnon crew, which aren't significant enough for me to name them, don't have any women in their camp. And this is suspiciously parallel to offline life. Okay. And they accuse Angry Man and BGS, etc., of simping and catering and to us. No, they do not. I haven't seen any simping or pandering. Okay, I don't need any pandering. And the ladies that are here with me, we don't need any pandering. We don't need any simping. Most of us have relationships outside of YouTube, and we get our men to do that. And they don't even simp and pander. They just, we're just in a relationship, we're in regular relationships, right? And I find it funny that they think something special is going on, because they also think something is special going on offline too. Let me illustrate something for you. Imagine, if you will, a group of men that live oceanside. And of course, water is, a high commodity. It's almost a arid desert place where they live. So they're living oceanside of it. And they are partaking of the fresh water. They're fishing in it. They're swimming in it. They're drinking it. They just so happen to position themselves next to this water. Now you, on the other hand, Nifnons, you have decided that you don't want to be part of this oceanside community. You wanted to move more inland, but inland is a desert, okay? And now you're a little bit upset because the men who have stationed themselves oceanside aren't really too interested in helping you build an irrigation system so that you can get some of this water. And the reason why they're not interested in helping you build this irrigation system is because there's nothing stopping you from living oceanside. Okay? There's nothing stopping you. You just don't want to live. And because you can't get along with the men who are actually living oceanside. Now, see, that's something you have to work out on your own. The men don't get along with you. because you're nifnons and you don't know how to not be a nifnon. So you have had to move inland, where there is little to no water. Every once in a while it rains, you have to catch it in a bucket, you have to filter that water, try to drink it as best you can, hope you don't get polio. Um, but other than that, you don't really have any access to this water, which is interesting, right? Because it's a whole ocean side and it should be enough for everyone. But somehow you have managed to alienate yourself from the water source. And these men have managed to ingratiate themselves to that water source. They are not making the water stay where it is. It's just sort of where it is, right? And they just come to the water and they commune with that water, right? You have decided you don't want to commune with this water. You want to live far away from the water, and you want the water to go against its nature to come to you. It won't. You have to go live oceanside to get the water because nobody's going to build you a putty tat irrigation system. Are you hearing me? Nobody's going to help you build that. No, nobody's going to help you build that. And see, even online, it's sort of working that way, isn't it? Isn't it funny how Angry Man is able to have women in the Angry Man Nation, right? Just women. Just we're over here with the men. And there's nothing, and get this, there's nothing sexual happening here. We're actually building and we're putting our resources and our energies and our minds together and we are moving forward. It's tedious, difficult at times, yes, but we are doing it and we're over here doing it. So, like, even online, these men that none of these women are having sexual relations with are able to attract these women around them. It's energy. You can't say it's looks because who knows what BGS looks like? I haven't seen him. Most of you don't know what Cerulean Gray looks like. So it's not looks. The only one we really know who looks like is Valdez because he does a live show every day, right? Right. And then I think that burns you up too because Valdez is kind of handsome. So I think that you're low key mad at that. I mean, if you're busted, nobody can do anything about that. Anyways, okay, you've seen Officer Faulkner, and he's handsome. Ah, there might be a correlation. So I'm just letting you know. There's no. If you want to make a putty tat corporation, police office, or whatever, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna help you get more putty tat. You just have to. I don't know what you have to do. You have to not be a nif9. You guys are tagged, and we know it. We're not coming over there. Any woman that comes over there, she either is maybe dull-witted and doesn't sense this tag, or she just doesn't know, or maybe she's of your caliber. But women of a higher caliber, we're not coming over there. You can't partake of our energy because you moved inland, idiot. I can't hold it. I'm gone. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you guys later.